for me, without being biased, without being biased.
Start from number 4 going down.
From
4 to champions.
4 down.
4 to champions. Be honest.
Okay,
Please
guys, I love you guys. I'm just letting you know this. 4 for me, it's gonna be Liverpool, and then third is gonna be Chelsea. Second is gonna be United. For me, City still wins the league. City still wins the league for me.
City still wins the league.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time of the year again. The Premier League is back. I'm with my boy Lungelo and my man Shiloh. So, guys, how you been?
No, I've been good.
You've been good.
Been watching a lot of football. Lockdown is on, so Euros, Premier League now.
Premier League is back, baby.
PSL is trash. I'm not watching that. There's a lot of things that's happening this side. So yeah, Prem for me. La Liga is not the same league as it was.
But I'm not gonna, because Messi's gone too, so
I've never been a Messi fan. It's not about Messi. It's just not the same.
The Clasico is dead.
The Clasico is dead.
Like, you, Shiloh?
No, I've been good, dude. Been good. Watching a bit of soccer. The Euros were good. Unfortunately, England
Couldn't bring it home, man.
couldn't bring it home, but went to Rome. So hopefully the Premier League will.
I won't lie to you. I was trolling England fans after like the whole tournament.
Yeah.
Deep inside, I kind of wanted England to win.
Yeah.
I think England has everyone's heart.
No, not mine.
This guy's captain. This
Not
guy.
mine.
Captain, guys.
England have never been a favorite of mine. Hype. It's all about hype. They've been hyping the players, hyping Foden, hyping. Did you see how good Chiesa was for?
Oh, that guy.
That guy's a talent. That guy, top player.
Well, I checked
Top
on.
player.
I went on Instagram and transfers, bro. Juventus said that guy's untouchable.
He is untouchable. Proper player. Chelsea put in a bid for him. Like,
Inter Milan said the same thing about the cock. Where's the cocking now?
Lukaku's a Chelsea.
He's a Chelsea.
Back to Chelsea.
Yeah.
So guys, I feel like that is like a relationship, you know. When Chelsea sees their ex doing well, they go like, you know, I think I can get the back, you know.
Chelsea's that toxic boyfriend that never disappears.
We've got the funds for it. We've got the money, so why not? Why not?
God, a rich owner is ridiculous.
It's the rule.
So guys, the fixtures. What did you think of last week's fixtures?
Last week's fixtures. Pretty much the only surprise for me was the City loss. For me, everything else went according. I knew Leeds would lose to United. I knew, you know, I expected
The only
Arsenal.
question would be the scoreline for that game.
Yeah, the scoreline was surprising.
I'm a United fan and I didn't see 5-1 coming. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Thing is, I wouldn't read too much into that game because Leeds are a team that, even when they're losing, they still go forward and they still open and they still want to play attacking football. So if our United fan had calmed down for now,
Okay, what is it gonna take for us to convince you that we mean business this season?
if you can beat Chelsea, I feel like
Chelsea
we're the
is
team
the
to
team
beat.
to beat.
I think
For
so.
this season, I'm sure if you go into your first game with Chelsea and you win,
Yeah.
you should know for the rest of the season you should feel pretty confident.
But did you know that Chelsea has never beaten us in the league for how long now?
It's been a while. That's
Thank you.
because you
Thank
guys
you.
pump the bus for every single game.
Our results are results. They won against Villarreal, and this guy told me that a win is a win.
You guys couldn't beat. You couldn't beat Villarreal. You couldn't beat
Can you
Villarreal.
please move on to the next
Okay,
one?
thank you.
Okay, so Shiloh, Liverpool.
I don't know, this season's going to be a rough one for us. I feel like the team hasn't changed much. We only brought in one player this season, Managerial. A few left, a few on loan, but otherwise the team's going to look the same. I feel like Tsimikas is going to have to put up to the plate now.
I saw him against Norwich. He made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, he has big shoes to fill. Like anyone that's going to step into that left back or right back role, they have to play the same role that Trent Robbo played.
So Arsenal losing last week, did we expect it?
I expected it.
We did.
Not maybe loss. I was expecting a poor start because Benfica at home, new stadium, in the Premier League for the first time. So I expected them to, run all over Arsenal. And that Arsenal team, I don't think is well managed. I don't think it's a team. They're not the same team they were a few years ago. I feel like firing Wenger was a big mistake.
So you're saying Arteta in or Arteta out?
As a Chelsea fan, I would love him to keep on going. I would love him to stay there for as long as Wenger did, as long as Alex did. But realistically,
My manager, by the way.
I don't see him. You know, I don't think he'll be in the job by December. Honestly,
You know what Arsenal fans were telling me? That like, if Arteta comes to United, you guys are gonna win trophies.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Arteta-
explain how.
overhyped, hype manager.
You want us to go from Ole to Arteta? Nah, that's not for me.
Like, for me, it's a thing for Arsenal. Like, I don't know. He came there. I don't feel like he's actually changed a whole lot. Like, he has changed his squad a few times and that, but otherwise the way they play remains the same. It always remains
Still
the same.
defensively
They're very
weak.
sloppy at the back.
Very slow.
And that is their main
There's the
problem.
main problem.
Is they're very sloppy.
Another thing I'd say, Lacazette and Aubameyang is what getting them down. Players on big money, like 350k per week, and you're not performing, you're not bringing in the
He needs to be
goals.
scoring goals for
Need
that
to be
price
scoring.
tag.
It reminds me a bit of the Ozil situation. As soon as they gave him that big contract,
As soon as Ozil left, I'm like, this club is finished.
100%.
He was the mastermind.
He was the mastermind. Yeah,
Now they're trying to who's that kid? Emil Smith Rowe.
no,
Come on.
no in here.
Come on.
No
They
idea.
got Odegaard now.
Yeah.
At least that's something. Also at the stage where they have to like youngsters go do your thing.
Yeah.
Because these people who are getting paid big wages, they're not doing it.
They're not doing
They
it.
paid 50 mil for a Brighton defender.
That was a waste of cash. Ben White was a big mistake for me. You know, but with a signing for me, if the other big clubs are not fighting for the player, you know that it's not a great signing.
That is true.
Because usually, if all the big teams are in for him, like I remember with the Maguire situation, Man City wanted him, Van
remind me.
Dijk, Chelsea, and all these other teams wanted him.
We paid 75 for that guy.
It was worth it for me.
It was worth it, yeah.
With
But
the
not,
current market, it was worth it.
not at the beginning. You guys were ripping him.
Yeah, we were. The thing
I
is, he
feel like
wasn't.
after the Euros, he's earned a lot more respect from
Definitely.
people.
My captain.
Definitely earned a lot of respect in the Euros. So hopefully it will transpire.
For me, a defender like Maguire has always needed a calmer and a more, I think Varane. Because Varane is a proper sector, proper experience as well. Very clumsy as well, but I feel like him and Maguire
It'll balance things out.
It'll
there,
balance
man.
things
An
out.
amazing step. Varane has been in 14 finals, and guess how much he's won?
I mean,
All 14.
wow,
That's
that's a great statistic.
World Cup winner amongst losers, basically. He's the only one in the team with the trophy. Okay, maybe Paul Pogba. I'm sorry, my number 6. Didn't mean to forget you. I can't believe.
He's had a great start as well.
4 assists. Tell me that did not blow your mind.
It's not something I haven't seen before. You know what I mean?
In
The
the
United
United
fans
shirt.
are getting carried away.
In the United shirt, bro.
I've been watching the game for a long time, bro, and I've seen a lot of great. It was great to see from him. I didn't expect that from him, but it wasn't that great. Let's be honest. I've seen since Fabregas students. I've seen, come on. I've seen,
For me, it was a good start for the first game.
Yeah.
Like, the results you guys produced for first game is a really good result.
So if we do that for the next 4 games, it's still gonna be a good result.
That's the thing about the Premier League, dude, is consistency. That's where most teams land up starting off in the top of the half of the table, and towards half season they're sitting in the middle.
nowhere to be
But it's
found.
because
100%.
This game week you win 3 weeks in a row, and then after that you draw, lose, draw. That's not gonna help you get anywhere.
I didn't last week. Our home form last season was horrendous. But we lost 6-1 against Spurs.
Spurs at home.
On the topic of Spurs, guys, Kane.
Oh, that's a very tricky one. I feel like what he did was wrong for me. He's under contract, getting paid the money. He should have went to.
But they told him, Daniel Levy
No,
told
no,
him word
gentlemen's,
of mouth.
gentlemen's
Yeah,
agreement. That thing does not work in football. Football is all about pen to paper. It's all about contracts and you can't just take someone's word for it. You've got deals that are worth millions. You can't just take someone's word for it. So for me, no, it was supposed to turn up to training.
But they did it without him, though. They beat the
Oh,
champions.
which
They
was
beat the
surprising.
champions 1-0.
But I think that just, for me, that showed how much Man City actually need.
Kane,
They need a number 9.
They need a
Because
strong
they
number
need a
9.
strong
I
number
bet
9.
you Daniel Levy the next day is like, you still want Kane now. Like suddenly
Definitely.
they're 150. Take it to 190 now. How about that?
So yeah, it was a surprise for me.
He's not on they didn't get you away for conference. But
For me, it's better than nothing. It's better than what Arsenal are doing.
Arsenal are in nothing.
Yeah, Arsenal are, for the first time.
Yeah, for the
First time out of Europe.
they're still
Which
not going to do
is
anything
shocking,
though.
yeah. But it should give them, you know, an advantage because they get to rest their main players during the week and only play on weekends, which is it can work to your advantage sometimes. I remember the Chelsea 2017 squad, 2016-2017 team was out of Europe, managed to win the Premier League.
Yeah.
First time of asking with Antonio Conte. So I think, you know, if Leicester as well did it, remember. So if they can, but Arsenal are Arsenal. Man. Let's be realistic.
I feel like it takes a lot of strain off the players and the manager itself, but you still have to show up.
You still have to show up.
It doesn't mean because
still have to
you've
have
been
the players.
resting the whole week, you'll just play better. You still have to show up. Like players like Lacazette and Daniel, they need to start showing why they get paid better.
Yeah. And they're aging, like
they're aging as well.
It's aging.
That's also what Arsenal's gonna face. Is at some point, it's like a lot of their players are gonna just have to.
You two, your front three, Mane, Salah, Firmino, 18 boys.
Which is surprising for me. How haven't you guys? Because all the just if you just go back and look at all the deadly front threes, you look at the Tevez and you look at the Ronaldo and Bruno for main example. That was a good front three, but it stayed for like 2 seasons, and they managed to win everything. So you need to change it up. You need to get refreshed because
I think that happened last season. Is that the
think
fact
with
that
Jota.
we mainly play around Salah and Mane. Last season, everyone's goal was to cut them out of play.
Exactly.
And the moment you do that,
you
you
guys
basically
became-
cut us off.
cutting us
We
off.
struggle to play out of our own half. That's one thing I can say. Is Liverpool playing out your own half for us is a difficult task. You're that team that counts us.
Okay, talking about Villa now.
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. They got beaten by Watford, the yo-yo team.
That was a surprise as well.
I won't lie,
Wasn't
wasn't
it?
because Watford have quality players, a quality player. You know that the guy down the wing saw. The guy's a problem.
Proper.
I mean, you can't lose Jack Grealish and then not,
They strengthened a lot.
they did. They got Ashley Young, man.
Especially they've got
Buendia,
they've
from
got Danny Ings as well, which was a surprise.
I won't lie to you that.
That was
That
a
was
good
a big
surprise.
surprise.
I thought Danny Ings was like gonna be a top 6 player. I was expecting him to go to a Tottenham or Arsenal.
But that front two with Watkins and Ings, I think that's gonna do some damage. I'm not
I
gonna
feel
lie.
like Watkins still has a lot to show.
Didn't do it for you last season.
I feel like last
When he
season
scored-
some of his performances
when he
were
scored
there.
four
He scored 4 against
His performances were good,
Yeah.
but I feel like if he has to go to a top 16, you're gonna see something else come out.
This is his second time in the Prem, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's still a lot to come from that guy.
Still a lot. Still very young as well. Raw talent, but he'll come good.
I think that Aston Villa team overall will do well.
I think where do you expect them to finish?
I expect them to finish 6 or 7.
6 or 7. So in a Europa League spot.
Yeah.
Oh, I will see
I think that okay, should we start with the top 4 then work our way down? Okay, so for me, without being biased, without being biased,
Start from number 4 going down.
from number
From
4,
4 to champions.
4 down.
4 to champions. Be honest.
Okay,
Please be
guys,
honest.
I love you guys. I'm just letting you know this. 4 for me, it's gonna be Liverpool, and then third is gonna be Chelsea. Second is gonna be United. For me, City still wins the league. City still win the league for me.
City still win this league.
If they get Kane or if they get a proper striker.
But what more must we do as Chelsea? We've beaten those guys 3 times last season.
Okay,
What more should we do?
We beat them home and away, so
I'm just saying, what more should we do as Chelsea fans to earn the respect and be better than City? What more should we do?
I don't know.
Because
Maybe it's because I don't like Chelsea.
but we just said that we must put our our hearts aside and put just talk honest facts, talk facts for once.
But I'm telling you, for me, that's the top 4. It's City, United, Chelsea, Liverpool. But don't get it wrong. It's not gonna be like one team pulling away or anything.
It's gonna be
I
tight.
think we're always
I think
gonna
we can all
go
agree
toe
on
to
that.
toe.
It's gonna be tight.
It's gonna be changing
It's gonna
like
be
this a lot.
within
I feel like
friends.
this might be the tightest Premier League we'll ever see. Not just the
And
top
not even
4.
by 2 teams.
I don't just mean the top 4. I feel like the rest of the table as well. Like everyone has something to
Everyone
show.
has something to show.
We all got quality centre backs.
Yeah.
Man, okay, what's your predictions? Let's hear.
I'm gonna go for I'm gonna go for Liverpool fourth. Sorry, Shiloh. I feel like the signings haven't just been enough. Buying a centre back, I feel like you guys needed more.
Yeah.
You guys can't rely on Van Dijk
I feel like we
being
should have
back.
strengthened up front a little bit more.
Yeah.
Not maybe the biggest signings, but players that we can bring through.
True. So then I'm actually gonna go City third.
City third.
I think not having a striker.
Okay.
If the Kane deal and the Lukaku and the Kane deal and the Lewandowski deal don't go through, I think they could end up third. I don't think Gabriel Jesus. I don't rate him
If they get a striker,
and not playing a false nine. I don't think is.
imagine being
They're
that
gonna
guy.
be too predictable.
The whole world is saying we don't have a striker. That guy's like, but I'm a
It's
striker.
pretty sad for him. I feel for him, but I don't think he's City level. I don't think he's Premiership winning quality.
Nobody's won.
So-
He's won it though.
He's wanted as a reserve.
Don't you remember that last goal he scored when for City to reach
Don't
out?
tell me about goals. Don't tell me about one game. Tell me about the whole season. Okay, he needs to be firing the whole season. And I just don't see that happening. It's like
Okay.
Chelsea winning the Premier League with Batshuayi. It doesn't happen. I don't see it.
Guys came close though.
And second, I'm gonna go United. United have strengthened at the back. I still think you guys lack a centre defensive mid.
Yeah,
I feel like that's your weakest point because playing McTominay and Fred is not gonna win you
But
Premier League.
they're gonna step up. Mark my words, those two or one of them is gonna do damage. Watch.
I feel like
Especially
McTominay.
McTominay. I'm not hearing any slander about McSauce or any of that shit.
He started well, but I don't think can he go the whole season? Can he go 38 games?
I think he can. Remember, we're not only in the Prem, we're all in different competitions. Take that when you're making your predictions for the top four. We're all in different cup competitions. We're all in
Okay,
Champions
but
League.
let's be honest. Other than the centre defensive midfield problem, you guys' biggest weakness is your manager.
Oh, no,
Your
damn.
biggest weakness is a manager. Because
Okay.
you've got. He's coming up against Thomas Tuchel, who's showing his quality. He's coming up against Jurgen Klopp, who all know he's coming up against Pep. And I don't think he's
beaten Pep though.
he's
Let's just
beaten-
let that be known.
That's another thing. Don't look at one game.
I'm not looking at. I'm not, bro. We beat them
I'm saying
home.
the
We
season.
beat them
The
home
season.
anyway.
Look at 38 games.
We
in the
only
season.
play a team twice in the
Your
season. We beat them
your
both.
guys' biggest problem is unlocking defenses. When you're playing a team like Burnley, which plays two banks of four, which is like 8
They
defenders.
sit back.
They sit back, and you guys don't have. He doesn't have the tactical. They always say that the first half is for the players, and the second half is for the manager. Because the manager, that 15 minutes he gets in the changing rooms, he's the one who decides. The tactical decisions.
So
he
you
switches
say
it up.
Ole-
I think Ole doesn't have it.
He just lets the players talk about
I feel
themselves.
like it's the players that shine for him. But I don't think he has the source. I don't think he has the. I don't think he has it
To
in
bring
him
that
to-
all together.
I saw him against Villarreal.
are gonna
Villarreal,
be
you guys started very well. Villarreal grew into the game. Second half, he didn't have a plan. He didn't have like, okay, we'll change this. Instead, he made subs in extra time. You could see he didn't have a tactical, master plan. He didn't have any.
I feel like he thought maybe they would see it out.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he thought
He
they
thought
would
his
step up
quality
and
would,
he
yeah.
would see it out. But as the thing of like, that's the thing as a manager is, do you trust your players to go and get the result, or do you know like I have to make a change? They play like with you guys, for instance. Like for me, as soon as someone cuts out United's midfield, like, if you cut them out, you're more likely to retain the ball yourself.
I think if
Because you guys like to move the ball like very quickly across the field. It's not like your play starts quickly. Like once you start moving, it moves quickly,
like
very
counter,
quickly.
yeah.
Counted.
I think if we play a 4-4-3, then we're in business. Just think about it. If we don't play two holding midfielders, then I think we're in business.
100%. In business for second place, definitely. Why not?
So definitely.
And
the same
so for
stuff.
me, my number one is this club.
He's gonna say
and
because they won
usually-
the UEFA,
usually-
they won the Super Cup,
But
they're
you
gonna win the FIFA
don't
Club
take
World
that
Cup.
away from-
They
for
won
me-
the Kaku.
Like that Chelsea team, I don't think there's a team that can turn us over. I don't think there's a team that can come to the bridge and just do as they please. Well, and the thing we've always lacked with Lampard is we've always lacked the winning mentality. Once we're winning, control the game, and I feel like with Tuchel we have that in abundance. We've got Kovacic, we've got Eugene, we've got players who can, win you games. And like we can score with Chelsea. We can score one goal and sit back, and we'll not even defend and just be on like feel the pressure, but just control the ball. We've got Jorginho, who's a lot of people underestimate him. They say he doesn't have assists, he doesn't bang in the goals, he doesn't. But that guy, if you just take a game, just take a moment to look at that guy. That guy is.
Do you know who your highest goal scorer was last season?
Jorginho. The penalties, but now we've got Lukaku. You guys should be worried.
Half of his goals are also going to come from penalties.
He's going to take the penalties.
Okay, no, I don't think
he will take them from the team.
I don't think he will.
You don't think he will?
No, Jorginho's the king of penalties.
But Lukaku is a Chelsea boy. He's one of us. He's a blue.
So true, but you're gonna take away Jorginho, whose penalty taking is far better than anyone besides Bruno.
It's about to top goal scorer. I feel like it's in Romelu's contract. I feel like he will take those penalties. I feel like he won't come to Chelsea and not be the number one in front of the goalkeepers. You understand? We've brought him in to bring him the goals for us.
Yeah.
So I don't think Tuchel will take the penalties away from him. I think it's almost certain.
I think it depends on the type of competition you guys are.
I also feel like it could be personal preference. Maybe Jorginho will be taking in the other leagues, whereas Lukaku will be taking it elsewhere. I also feel like the situation that's at hand could play into who's going to take the penalty.
Yeah, but it's a nice problem to have. Having good penalties
it's never actually a problem.
Yeah, it's never a problem.
It's
nice if you have to choose between two.
It's better than only have one guy.
Having one guy. And when that one guy is injured, you have a problem.
Yeah.
Same right, like
because if Bruno's injured,
Bruno's
you've got Pogba stattering the whole time.
We finished.
So,
that's your top four.
So that's my top.
Yo, Shiloh.
So first one I think I'm gonna have to take the nice swallow of the pill.
You're gonna take that L.
I don't know, the team looks good, but like you said, not enough was done in the transfer window now to actually say that things could change. And I'm not gonna lie, last season looked rough. Like there were games where you could see the old Liverpool is kind of shining through a bit, but then there were games where we looked as if we were nowhere.
You guys still finished in the top four though somehow.
Good result.
I don't know, you guys pulled Doro.
I was surprised as well, but I was grateful for it at least. But I think Liverpool will sit in fourth by the end of the season. I'm gonna say maybe United into third, because I feel like even though City is gonna have their issues, they're still that team that provides on the day. Like they're a team that no matter who's on the team sheet, you know who's gonna walk on the field. They're gonna go for the win. So I feel like City would either be second or third, but I'm gonna go with City second, and then Chelsea. For me, how I've been looking at it is their whole squad depth is insane. Like they could suffer with the amount of injuries we did last season and still be okay to know you're gonna finish in the top four. Whereas for us it was a question: will we make it? Won't we make it?
We've got like £70 million on the bench, bro.
It's insane.
You guys gave Timo Werner a contract extension.
Nice, this is a top player.
Guys, I'm not even gonna get into
I want to
Timo
see what he's
discussion.
gonna do this season, because he faced a lot of backlash last season, and I also feel like that played against him, because as a new player coming to a new league, new team, everything is new.
Can I mention
how
how Bruno ripped it up the first day he came to the Prem? My man ripped it up. My man has. I'm not even gonna go to that. You guys know.
Where was he in the Euros? I couldn't see him. He was nowhere to be found.
Didn't Jota score more goals?
Bruno was pulling. So he's got to prove a point. He's got to show the people that
another hat trick coming this weekend.
He can bring it.
It's good to start off the season that way. I'm not gonna lie. United's looking banging.
Yeah.
But whether they're able to pull it off for the next few game weeks is something we're gonna have to watch out for.
Okay, speaking of that, we have Southampton next. You're telling me we can't do the same against Southampton this weekend?
Southampton's gonna be a good game. I don't know if it'll be such a big result as what you guys had in the previous, but definitely gonna be a tougher game for you guys, because Southampton is a very
Organized this week.
I hope Sancho steps up and rips that defensive part.
For me, it'll be I feel like it'll be a more. You guys won't score 5 because Southampton are very defensively sound and they're very organized at the back. Ralph Hasenhuttl bases his teams on that.
Southampton are a team that got slapped 9-0 for 2 seasons.
True, but that was just it was just that odd game, and I feel like them losing. But I feel like you guys will win. Yes. Them losing Vestergaard and losing Danny Ings, the goal, who had like more than 50% of their goals last season. I feel like that's gonna count against them. So I think United will not breeze through it, but you guys will win.
Well, they'll come away with the win.
come on with
I'm calling a 3-1 win for us. I think that's
That's
I
reasonable.
think that's reasonable.
That's reasonable.
3-1.
3-1.
And then Liverpool have Burnley. I think you think Southampton is defensive. Get to Burnley.
Yeah.
Two
then-
banks of 4.
11 men behind the ball.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's something we struggle against. I'm not
Yeah.
like for me, I feel like our
Global.
creative play is
Mm.
like it's good in some sections of the field, but
Yeah.
when it comes to making that final few passes before we actually launch the attack,
Yeah.
I feel like there's that hesitation. Like we always have that hesitation. Like we're gonna lose the ball, let's rather send it around.
That's why you guys got Thiago though.
But I also think
Thiago for me is not a Liverpool player.
Yeah,
I don't
for
know.
me he's not the type of player who's gonna run his socks off.
He's
like he's good on the ball and all
Yeah.
that, but for me, the whole Premier League thing is it's fast.
it's fast.
Like he can make those passes, but it has to be in split
I
seconds.
feel like he would have been a perfect player for City.
Yeah.
Because City, because he's good at the eye of the needle passes and he's, he likes dictating play. And Liverpool's not about it.
Yeah, we play
Jurgen
off
Klopp
what's
drives his
happening.
team off, like
Rock
rock and roll football going forward, hitting the balls. Ronaldo was a cliff. I don't know how you guys let go of it for free. For free. For me, that was a mistake.
And
I
then,
feel like
then
you
if
guys
you
are
don't bring anyone in, that's one thing.
frustrating.
Guys are
And also,
counting on
how much money
Fabinho.
do you lose on that guy now?
That guy
Because
was
he was playing for our club for
so pivotal
long,
for you.
and he won trophy.
That guy was a steal
Now,
actually. They bought him from
You just
Newcastle.
go and give him for nothing to a club where being
PSG are
disrespectful,
ridiculous. Let's just let them be known.
but, like that club can pay for him. You don't have to give him. That's my thing.
So what result you calling this weekend?
I say we might come away with a 2-1 win. Like I don't think we will keep the clean sheet. I don't know about that.
I think you guys. Well, I'm calling 2-0 for you guys.
2-0.
2-0.
I don't know, it depends. I don't know what the club's going to do at the back as well.
No, there's no Burnley player who's gonna run past you.
I'm going for 1-0 victory for the Reds.
You guys are playing at home with the fans, the Anfield, the crowd.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna take you guys over the line. So I think 1-0 for me. I think Burnley are gonna be after losing they're gonna be very defensive.
I don't see Liverpool 1-0 at home though.
I feel like it's gonna be more.
I think it's gonna be more.
It could be.
Okay, then Chelsea this weekend.
Chelsea's playing
The
Arsenal.
London Derby. The London Derby. We're not talking about Brentford. We're talking about Arsenal.
But okay, it's Chelsea for me is gonna win this one.
You guys are playing away though. That doesn't matter.
We've got too much quality for us.
It would be a very big letdown for Chelsea to go and lose.
I feel
They
like
did
a
last.
draw.
You guys did last season, but you guys had Lampard then, so I guess you can let that slide.
But, I feel like I feel like we're gonna run all over. They're gonna. The defense are not gonna allow them to sit there. But as soon as they come forward, they're gonna open up. They're gonna exactly. So I feel like Chelsea's quality is just gonna.
Lukaku's gonna rip up that Arsenal defense.
Lukaku
That
versus
guy's
Ben
the
White.
Hulk. Look at him now.
So it's for me, it's a definite win.
Easy
for
win.
Chelsea.
Easy win. Score?
Yeah, score of prediction for me. I think 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
Arsenal has everything to play for in this game. Because
Result?
if they cannot at least provide resistance against Chelsea, it's done.
So you're saying if it's not a draw, then it's finished for them?
If Arsenal does not draw this
But it's
game,
only the second game of the season, though.
I just second game, yeah, but I just don't see how it's going to change. We've been playing the same way for so long. Like I feel like everyone's ready for what
Arsenal. Arsenal is like, we're playing Arsenal. Bring them in.
I feel like they sit there with a book that's so old because it's the same plays. For me, Arsenal plays the
Like-
same type of football.
Like
all
new
year
players,
round.
but the same shit.
Like their best player, I think you guys can all agree, is neither for me. It's not Aubameyang. It's not Laka. It's Saka.
Saka, yeah,
Shining light
he's
for him.
good.
Great potential, is great player for them. And it's sad to see a 19-year-old, being your best player as Arsenal. It just shows how far back they've fallen. So for me, but Saka's a great player.
Like for if he has to move to another team, then I'm really worried for what's gonna happen.
I think anyone can walk in that Arsenal team. I can't say the same for the other way around.
True.
Because they have Shaka. I mean, how is that guy the captain of Arsenal?
Again, after what he did the other time,
I was laughing. I won't lie to you when he did that.
waving his hands.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I feel like he's got good character. He's got balls. Not a lot of players have that anymore. I feel like he's a good captain. I feel like he's the best option.
their best option.
Yeah.
They don't have much leaders.
They don't have much leaders.
Yeah,
So
I
for
think
me,
I can only count maybe like 2.
But all they have to do is they have to hope that he can take the form he had for Switzerland and bring it into Premier League.
They didn't seem anywhere against Brentford, so
Yeah.
there's no hope for that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, other key fixtures this weekend: Leeds versus Everton.
Tough one.
That is a rough game because
Yeah.
okay, Leeds just lost to United with a shocking scoreline for them. I'm pretty sure even for them, they maybe thought there's a chance of them losing, but I don't think by that far. But also Leeds is a very attacking team. They like to play with the ball.
We all know Leeds is the fittest team in the league, regardless of what anyone says. They run all day, every day. And plus, Calvin Phillips wasn't playing against us. So I think if he played, he would have, maybe we were still beaten them, but it would not have been by 5-1. Because he was going to man mark Pogba. He was going to be like on his Kante mode, handling Bruno and Pogba.
True. But Everton is. I feel like with Benitez, they're going to be very much better with defensive. Benitez is a coach that his defensive structures are always good.
But Everton fans don't want to see that defensive thing, bro. That Duncan Ferguson, when Duncan Ferguson did, the whole place was going mad.
But I feel like if you don't have the best players like City and the top 4 and Chelsea's and United of this world have, I feel like you need to just base your team based on a good defense. And I feel like it'll play into their hands. I think Leeds coming forward the whole time will play into Everton's hands because Leeds are going to be at home with a packed stadium for the first time in 21 years.
That is true.
So I feel like
about that,
because they haven't had fans for the last season. So I feel like this
they're
season
going to demand
them to flow forward. I feel like that'll work into Richarlison and Calvin Lewis's hands. So I feel like
provide
Everton
a lot
will
of
win.
space for Calvin Lewin to be running into the back. So yes, by them going forward, they might accomplish stuff, but they're also opening themselves up.
Okay, fair enough.
So let me score 3-2 win for Everton for me.
For Everton?
Everton.
Ooh, so you say Leeds are oh.
Leeds are going to I feel like they go forward too much. Defensively, I feel like Calvin Lewin and Richarlison will have too much.
Okay, you Shana?
I'm gonna go with a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. I can see that.
First draw for the Prem. We haven't had a draw.
We haven't had a draw.
Which
I was expecting it against City and Tottenham.
Yeah, I also predicted a draw for that game.
And then Son came and did.
They had other ideas for City.
Another interesting game this weekend. Wolves versus Tottenham.
Wolves versus Spurs. Nuno Beckett.
Molyneux.
Wow. I feel like I'm gonna go for Spurs. Spurs.
Scoreline?
Scoreline. Let's go 2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs.
I feel like they played that Son guys on fire. See, if he can stay banging and he can stay fit for Spurs, I feel like they've got something going.
Lucas Moura and Bergman worked their socks off against Man City.
I think Kane will play this week.
I don't think that guy's
will he even be in the squad?
I don't think he's not in the squad for the Europa Conference League, so I don't think he's going to be. In fact, I don't ever expect to see a Spurs shirt this
I don't think he will be Spurs.
Maybe in training, but in a match, Like if it's in a match, it's not going to be on the field. It's going to be on the bench because a manager doesn't want a player who's not going to play for him.
But I think he's under contract. 3 years left. I think we'll see. Because Daniel Levy's a stubborn. Once he says something, I think he'll give them 1 more year.
But I think if Man City did what you guys did on the car, because Inter Milan said this guy's untouchable, you guys put money, and then they're like,
we all know that Inter Milan need the money. They needed the money
because they're almost like Barcelona stuff.
But Daniel Levy's a different breed. That guy.
All the managers have the same opinion about him.
Daniel Levy's tough negotiator. You need to know. I think he'll stay.
He'll stay. So you expect to see him?
Might not see him this weekend, but I think we'll see him definitely this special.
Once this guy somehow still end up top goal scorer, somehow, if not for Lukaku.
Yeah, Lukaku's here now. Done for him.
Oh, Bruno, just saying. Okay, then the last interesting game of this weekend, the Hammers versus the Wolves versus the Foxes.
Hammers versus Leicester.
Yeah, at home, and they're playing at West Ham.
London Stadium.
London Stadium. That's a bigger stadium.
Very nice stadium. It's gonna be a tough one to call.
I think Vardy's gonna start banging in goals.
Hardy. You see that goal last weekend?
Proper, wow, what a
That's a
touch.
proper number 9
Proper
goal.
number 9. Wasn't even looking or running away from the goalpost.
He went in front of the defender and
Oh,
it's like,
my
dunk.
word. What a goal. That guy's class. But I think it'll be another draw. That I think West Ham have enough in them defensively, and Antonio as well looking very good. Up
I expect
front.
this to be a high scoring match. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I expect like maybe a 3-2 or 3-3.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 3-2 to Leicester.
3-2 to Leicester.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for 2-2 draw.
3-2 draw. Well, we're expecting goals, you know, so let's hope so. Okay, then to close off, let's talk about relegation, guys.
Bottom three. Bottom three.
Yeah,
Predictions.
bottom three predictions.
I think,
I'm gonna say Norwich. Sorry, Norwich, but you guys are gonna go down again.
yeah. Same.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like Norwich is in that boat where they could be fighting against relegation.
Not
but
fight.
they just-
They definitely go down. There's no fighting. They definitely. You can't lose players like
my boy
Wendy.
Gilmore is there. Gilmore, the Chelsea.
Your boy is gonna experience losing for the first time. He's gonna know what to lose.
Nah, but it's
feels
gonna be a good experience for him. He's gonna learn
he's
a
gonna
lot.
gain a lot of knowledge.
Get a lot of knowledge, experience from that.
He's gonna take so many L's.
But I think for my bottom three is Norwich, and I think Newcastle. I think Newcastle haven't done enough.
Oh,
in
we
the transfer
always say
window.
this about Newcastle, but they
But
always.
I think this season is gonna be the one for them. I think all the other teams have just
I feel like
improved and gotten better. So
this
I think
is more difficult than predicting a
Yeah.
top four.
yeah,
Because like I
is
said, I feel like this season is going to be one of the tightest seasons
Yeah.
that we will experience.
100%.
Because everyone, I'm not gonna lie, everyone has some part of quality in their team. Okay, like yeah, it might not be the greatest, like your attacking isn't great, but defensive wise, there are teams that maybe their attacking isn't great, but defensive wise they're really structured.
Yeah.
So I feel like Norwich might be fighting it, but Newcastle I also think might be the season to play.
Okay, so we all agree the two teams that are there at most is going to be Norwich and Newcastle. Okay, and one more thing.
I'm gonna have to go for. I know they won, but I'm gonna go for Brentford. I feel like they haven't
disagree.
done enough in the transfer window.
I disagree. No, I think Brentford finished the top half of the table.
Top half.
Top half. Not like top six, like not
Not
like
top half.
I 10.
I think they're going down. I think they haven't done enough in the transfer window. You can't take a lot from beating Arsenal.
Yeah, I would have to see this weekend and
Yeah,
the
we'll have to
next few
see
games
the next
how
few
they
games.
show
How
up
they,
for
but I
bigger
think they're gonna
games.
go down. I think they haven't done enough in the transfer window.
Okay.
Yeah.
You, Shiloh?
I don't know. I feel like the Bees could stay up, dude. The Bees.
We're gonna be hearing a lot of that. Did you hear last weekend? The commentator said the bees knees. I'm like, wow.
I mean, what Watford team looks good.
Yeah, the one, like, I think that would be for me is Brentford will go out because if the other like lower quality teams like Watford, those teams, if they actually pull up this season, that's what we've seen so far. I feel like they will. Then I think Brentford might be there.
So,
Like there is a chance that they don't because they did produce a great result in the first weekend, but
Arsenal.
yeah, it is Arsenal. I want to see how they face up against teams like City, and also teams like that happens. It seems like that. Those are important games. It might not be the biggest game of the season, but you need to win.
You need to win those games.
I think they'll accept losing to top four. They'll lose to the top four teams, but then those like from down on like teams like Arsenal, Tottenham. I think if they can get a result in that game, that will help them.
Yeah, those games will be crucial for their success.
100%.
I can't call this the third team. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Can't.
I can't. I want to say Brighton, but then
That Graham Potter guy plays nice.
that guy's a good
He's
manager.
a good
He's
manager.
better than my manager.
I feel like he's tactically is. He's Potter. Definitely is.
I want to say
He's
Wolves,
proper.
but am I stretching if I say Wolves?
I think Wolves have enough quality.
Yeah, I feel like they have
players.
enough depth
Yeah, to stay up. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough, I guess. So you guys looking forward to the weekend?
Yeah,
Definitely
definitely.
looking forward to the weekend.
Definitely
Good soccer.
looking up to tearing up Arsenal. I'm gonna enjoy it.
I'm gonna enjoy that game. I would like
That's
to
probably gonna be the
Yeah,
best game.
the game of the week. Yeah.
Instagram is gonna rub. Not even Instagram, just social media is
Twitter,
gonna rub.
social media is
Arsenal.
gonna take it.
Arsenal fans, stay away. Yeah. Okay.
100%.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was our first show. I enjoyed it. Many more to come. Trust me.
Definitely.
This was your boy Eugene. Shiloh, boy from Anfield, boy from Stamford Bridge. They call him Lungster. Until next time.
Until next time.
Shot.